Hello there, 10th graders, and welcome to our physics class for week number 19. Just like you can notice, today we are at a different place. We don't have the usual PowerPoint presentation that we have had in previous weeks, because today we're doing something a little bit different. So today, of course, we have to keep on working on module number 2, and you have to come to the Kepler Kingdom topic 2.11 for honors. And this is the evaluation that you have to complete today. You already have some knowledge related to physics, but specifically here in the honors evaluation, they are going to ask you to do a special investigation related to a topic that we are right about to see right here. Okay, so once you enter, you will be able to find all of the instructions and requirements that this specific evaluation is requiring from you. So let's go over the introduction and let's see what we are going to do today. First of all, the purpose: to provide a selection of projects for students seeking honors credits in physics. Okay, let's go with the introduction. I hope that many of you will want to earn honors credit in physics. Now that you have completed their regular activities, those students seeking honors credits must complete the honors extension. Remember that the final exam will include questions concerned with the honors work. Alright, so I know that we don't usually complete honor evaluations, but we have to notice that the second unit was expanded a little bit until June 20th. So that's why we have some extra time right now in order to complete this kind of evaluations. So let's continue with what it says right here. Your honors project is listed in the table shown below. I will encourage you to work with a partner. This is something very important. So today, and only today, you are able to work in pairs. So you can contact each other in WhatsApp or even in Google Classroom in order to present only one project per pair. Just notice something extremely important. Even though you are going to be working with a partner, you both need to submit the project in separated locations, which means that you have to upload it in your personal account for Agilix. Of course, there you need to write down your personal information as well as your partner's information, so I can identify who worked with who. Right? Let's continue with this. So it says, even if you live in different locations, collaboration is encouraged. It is often quite interesting to compare policies from one area to another. If you prefer to work alone, that's fine too. You are required to do the project to receive honors credits. So, what do you have to do? Right here, you have to choose one of the possible options for doing a special research. As you can notice, the first option that we have is projectile motion research. The second one is police department visitation. And the last one is car accidents report. So each one of them is extremely interesting, but unfortunately you only have to pick one of them. I will particularly suggest that you pick either the first one or the third one. Why? Because the second one is a little bit difficult to do it, especially because you have to interview a police officer from the police department, and they are going to require for you to ask things related to some very specific tools, such as a speedometer, and in Guatemala we don't usually have that kind of equipment. So that's why I suggest that you can work on the first or on the third one. So basically what you have to do after you have chosen the project or investigation that you want to conduct is reading the instructions and answering specifically the questions that you have right here in the middle. I'm going to give you a small introduction on what it would look like to complete the first project so you can have an idea on what you are doing today. So it goes like this. So far, you have studied motion that is in one direction, such as an object moving left or right. horizontal motion, or an object moving up and down, vertical motion. However, many objects move in two dimensions simultaneously, meaning while they are moving horizontally, they are also traveling in a vertical manner. This research option will allow you to learn about a very common type of two-dimensional motion called projectile motion. In your research, make sure to answer the following questions. And we start with the introductory question, which is the following. What objects are considered projectiles and what constitutes two-dimensional projectile motion? So, in order to answer this question, we have to do some research, of course. And since we are talking about two-dimensional projectile motion, you can go to Google, and right here you are going to be finding some great information about the topic. If you are conducting the first project, I especially recommend this link that we have right here that leads us to Khan Academy, because I was taking a look at it and I noticed that they have a very clear explanation on what the projectile is about the variables they have. And I also found that they are including some simulations, which is a great option to take a look at as well. And this is what we were talking about specifically in that part. Sometimes we analyze problems of objects that are moving up and down or left or right. But in reality, there are some objects, such as the ones here and the projectiles in the two-dimensional motion, that are being affected by two different variables. So when they move, just like you can notice, the forces are going to change. And whenever we analyze these problems, we're going to have a better understanding on what will happen if we don't simply analyze one object that is moving forwards or backwards or up and down, but it's actually being affected by both motions, okay? So you can continue analyzing all of the information in here in order to get some relevant parts to answer the questions in the evaluation that you are doing for honors. Of course, you have to keep on reading all of the questions and aspects that they are requiring here, and of course, write them down in your project. Now, something that is extremely important is the last part that is specified right here. Let's see what it says. The report should be between 2 and 4 double-spaced pages in length. You will need at least 2 sources, and you must cite your work properly with MLA format. So, I already found an incredible link that will help you to conduct the first question from the introduction, but you will need another one as well. And remember that at any time when you consult any type of information, such as the one that we have right there, it's important to cite your work. I'm pretty sure that you have worked already on some citation in grammar or probably in literature. So make sure to citate your work. And they're asking you for the MLA format. But I especially prefer if you use the APA format for citing your work. All right. So basically, that's what you have to complete today. If you have any sort of questions or you are having any kind of difficulty when answering any of the questions that you have right here, or when finding sources that can support the information related to the project, you can always contact me in Google Classroom or in WhatsApp personally. Keep in mind that today you can work in pairs as long as you write down the information of both people that worked on this project. And basically that is it for today's video, guys. I wish you the best of luck with today's project, and like always, I am here to help you if you need. So goodbye, guys. I will be seeing you around during the Zoom session.